Hi, I'm Gordon from Camera Labs, and this is my quick hands-on first looks review of the Canon RF-S 18-150mm f3.5 to 6.3, a compact super zoom for EOS R mirrorless cameras. Announced in May 2022, it's one of the first two lenses designed for EOS R cameras with cropped APS-C sensors like the R7 and R10, on which it delivers an 8.3 times range equivalent to 29 to 240mm. You can also mount it on full-frame EOS R bodies, although these will automatically apply the same 1.6 times crop, so deliver the same coverage, albeit with a drop in total resolution. It is not compatible with Canon's EOS M or DSLR cameras. While the lens is available separately in some regions, for example in the UK at £519, Canon clearly intends to sell most of them as part of an R7 or R10 kit, with which it only adds around $400 or pounds to the price of the body alone. The RF-S 18-150 is fairly compact for its range, measuring 84mm long, 60mm in diameter for the main barrel, and weighing 305 grams. It's obviously larger and heavier than the RF-S 15-45 kit zoom, but still sufficiently compact never to be a burden. At the end of the barrel is a 55mm filter thread, although as a budget Canon kit zoom, it's unsurprisingly not weather sealed and doesn't come with a lens hood either. In terms of controls, there's a free spinning and fairly smooth motor assisted manual focusing ring, followed by a broad zoom ring. As you zoom from 18 to 150, the barrel extends in one section by 43mm. In use, the STM focusing motor is swift and quiet, while the inclusion of optical image stabilization is useful for bodies without IBIS and will also work alongside those that do. Here's the range taken with the pre-production R7 bodies, so I'm not going to pixel peep in this initial review. It starts at 29mm equivalent for a mild wide angle, before ending at 240mm equivalent for a useful telephoto. It's a flexible 8.3 times range which will cover you for most situations, and it's ideal for travel. I'll go into more detail when I have a final production sample, but for now here's the kind of result you'll get shooting portraits. In an attempt to maximise the blurred background, I've stood way back and shot this at the longest focal length and largest aperture, so that's 150mm at f6.3. Unfortunately this puts me near the end of my small garden, but if you can position the background further you can achieve a little blurring. So here's some more portraits I shot at an ice rink with the 18-150, again at 150 f6.3, where the more distant background has allowed for greater blurring. Ideally, I'd recommend a 50 or 85 1.8 for portraits if you're after a shallower depth of field from a closer shooting distance, but if you can step back with the 18-150 and compose at 150mm, you can achieve a little bit of background blur. I've used the same trick here for my bokeh ball test, standing back and zooming the lens to 150mm with the aperture wide open to f6.3. With careful positioning, it is possible to generate some bokeh effects, although again you'll either need the background to be very far away or the subject to be very close. The lens will focus down to 17cm at the wide end or 45cm at the long end. Ultimately, if you want bigger bokeh blobs or greater separation on portraits, again I'd recommend a 50 or an 85mm 1.8. And until I test a final production model, that's all I can say for now, but hopefully this first look review has given you a taster of Canon's latest low-cost super zoom. Let me know what you think in the comments, and make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out on my final reviews of the new RF-S lenses and bodies. As always, there's links in the description for the latest pricing, as well as for a cheeky coffee donation if you're feeling extra generous. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.